Kollege Arnott, bitte.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arnott.
I'd like to share the regret expressed by others in the committee that Commissioner Semeter is unable to be here today for health reasons, and I would like to wish him a speedy recovery. Thank you, Mr. Kessler, for your report. In September last year, of course, Herman Van Rompuy famously told the Court of Auditors that it must be more nuanced in its reporting of matters such as fraud, and that we should be teaching to convince Europeans and demonstrate clearly that Europe is not the source of problems, but the solution. I take completely the opposite view. The answer surely must be to take clear, decisive and public action whenever there is any instance of fraud. Mr. Kessler, you tell us that incoming information, reports of potential fraud, is at its highest level and that it's set to rise still further in 2014. You also tell us that you are issuing more recommendations because you're finding more evidence of actual fraud. Now, it seems to me that that increase must be the result of one of two things. Either it is that the actual level of fraud is increasing year on year, or it is that the success rate in detecting that fraud is getting better year on year, and that there is fraud which is undetected, and that there is less and less undetected fraud each year. So I'd really ask, I suppose, I know I'm asking you to speculate here, but which of those is the most accurate in your view, please?
Mr. Arnott put me, let's say, at least simple question, more difficult to answer. So let me say, give you another simple answer, which I am ready to elaborate with you later on at your wish. It's a bit of a mix of both. So you have more incoming information and more recommendation. But here there is a link. The more we get incoming information, the more we have, there is a proportion, the more we have opened investigation, the more we open an investigation, the more we are able to do recommendation that is results. Now, is this a success rate or an indicator of more frauds? I would say both. So a mix of the two. And also, I would even add more incoming information because by time passing, at least, we are more and more known, also by public opinions in some member states, probably not in yours, but in other member states we receive more information and maybe even more trusted. That's why we get more information. I do not think this is directly linked of an increase of frauds, but in an increased role of OLAF over the European Union.